Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to talk about first-party data and why first-party data should be the #1 priority for destination marketers, destination stewards, and all of you in this room, because it is for us at AiOpti. But let's rewind this tape a little bit and talk about how normal the old school script of marketing budgets really used to be broken out. Media was the lion's share of your budget, measurement, maybe third-party data and some measurement and attribution, kind of on the afterthought. Well, this is good and bad. Good in the fact that you had a plan. Bad in the fact that this type of methodology can not just ruin your brand, but it can ruin your business, particularly if you're Old Spice, Procter & Gamble, who invested $300 million in 1990 to buy Old Spice, right? So fast forward to 2010, and they were just really in the tank. They had not achieved their return on their investment. So whether your budget is $300 million as an acquisition, right, or a $30,000 or a $3 million marketing budget, everybody's looking for that return and yield. So by 2009, yes, 2009, their CMO was like, something is just not working. We have not achieved our $300 million return. Their CMO prioritized data. For the first time in P&G's history with Old Spice after the acquisition, they prioritized data. And what did they find? They found that 60% of their audience were purchasing male products, but by the women. And they had never looked at that before. You see their ads, they were really focusing on the male consumer. But their data led them elsewhere. And they followed the methodology from this point forward with P&G and particularly with the Old Spice brand. First-party data is what you own and control. And as destination marketers, this is the holy grail and a pivotal piece for what you can do with your business. So they flipped the script. And this is what we follow at AiOpti. Data is the cornerstone and the foundation for your business and especially your marketing plan. It's the first domino in the line of dominoes that you can flick. It impacts your media, it impacts your measurement, and the visualization, and machine learning and AI all throughout all of those stages. Well, it worked for Old Spice, right? This launched in 2010 during the Super Bowl, without a Super Bowl ad, by the way. They relaunched it in 2014, and it's still iteration today and evolving today. And it's still, this campaign right here is the #6 campaign of all time. All brands, all advertisers by Ad Age in the drum. So why am I up here talking about deodorant and what does it mean for destinations? Well, I'll tell you. It means something, right? It's targeting consumers. We don't target travelers. Just like Old Spice, they focused on the consumer who's purchasing, who has the intent, who has the share of wallet, and the passion behind the vision of the brand. We don't target travelers. Rather, we target consumers who consciously choose to travel. Philosophers will tell you that your daily lives are just made of daily conscious decisions, all strung together. We're also not looking at things that are probabilistic. We are looking at things that are deterministic, right? We're building a mousetrap that is the best mousetrap that there is for your consumer base to choose to consciously go to your destination. So we look at the mix. It's the first-party data, again, as the cornerstone, what you own and control. The media that is impacted by those insights, the measurement, the visualization, and the machine learning and AI woven throughout. So we look at the tech stack and the digital ecosystem, and as you've already heard in the conference, ask your agency, how is your digital journey, your digital maturity, where is that stay in the priority for your organization? In our tech stack, we have the data in the warehouse. We're just the custodian of your first-party data. We look at that from a targeting perspective. We look at that from a brand affinity perspective, programmatic media, whether we serve it or not. We work with a lot of the other tech partners and media partners in here in collaboration, not in competition. Audience matching, measurement by your device, by your credit card. We actually match with the maid IDs who actually shows up in destination. That's so valuable. So we confidently build these consumer profiles. We also look at enriching your data. The more information that is out there that continues to feed your first-party data set, it fuels the beast, as we call it. We look at the identity resolution, and we also look at the pattern discovery. We also find out with machine learning who are your overlooked audiences. Hypothetically, you're targeting 25 to 54-year-old women to target purchase decisions on where they vacation, but what if they're 55 or 56? What if they're 22 or 23 years old? Because of the targeting and the behavioral insights that we have, those segments and those consumers are not overlooked. We also look at elevating your success with time, right? As marketers, you're exhausted. We have a lot to do for destinations. Return on time is literally your return on your time, your return on investment, your return on your marketing spend, and your return on your energy. It takes more energy and time and efficiency to continue to have to reinvent the wheel on finding more people to come visit instead of finding the right people quicker because of the data sets. So we're engaging real people, we're maximizing your media, and optimizing everything across the board, start to end. We visualize it, just like many other partners in here, we visualize it too. But the interesting thing that we do is we rack and stack against the brand affinity. We see what brands are they also aligning with so that we can piggyback and do companion media campaigns. Again, we're getting into the neurographic mindset of the consumer. What we have found, we only launched AiOpti last August. One of the other co-founders is in here in the audience today, John DeGeorge. You might know him. He's one of the brightest tech, MarTech, data tech minds in our industry. All we have found so far with these 9 campaigns, we only have 9 running right now, is 70% of growth in your data unification, 40% in your anonymous visitor engagement and identification, and a 30% higher conversion rate. But what does this mean for you? And you're trying to squeeze 2 pennies together with your budgets? We get it. I spent 25 years on the brand side of the business, not in this industry, on the consumer products and sports and entertainment marketing. What you find is when your data is your #1 priority, it creates controlled knowns. Your data is dollars, right? And it does cost to invest in your data. But what you find is you don't have to continue to spend as much money on your media because it's working harder and smarter with higher ABV, which is average basket value, of what a consumer is willing to spend before they even get there in their booking, which is your ADR, as well as what they're willing to spend and consciously choosing to spend when they get there. We also find that your media budgets don't have to be as much. If I could tell you with assurances that better your data, you don't have to continue to serve 500 million impressions a year. You can probably get better yield and better return with only 300 million, and here's why. We also look at the yield, higher yield, lower churn. Just like season ticket holders, you'd rather have season ticket passes than game day, one at a time types of visits. And then the visualization and the 360, making more informed decisions, greater efficiency, and personalization, all with AI and machine learning woven throughout. We would love to be able to be your partner and collaborate with you and everybody else in your tech stack for success for you, and allow data to be the deliverer of dollars and results for you. Thank you for your time.